So again, we got in on a lower time frame, on a 15-minute time frame when the low is being held. Low being held right here. We got in first here, this bearish engulfing candle, right? That was your second leg. Market came, hold the low. 15, right here. This is your lowest form on that wick. 15, 30, 45, an hour. What happened? Form a new low right here. Right there, all right. When is that low going to be tested? When is that zone going to be tested? Right here. 15, 30, 45, an hour 15. What does this make? A nice W formation. Bearish engulfing, railroad track, next candle doji, straight profits. So we anticipated the macro. This was a daily wick. Daily wick. So we anticipated this head and shoulder already forming before it's even showing it to us on a lower time frame. We got it on a lower time frame, higher time frame. Now it's here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now we see it. Now dollar index, head, left shoulder. I already saw this as the right shoulder. What happened? They retested that zone. There you go. That's your right shoulder. You take a look at a 1 hour chart. Nice double top. There we go. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder, straight drop. Lower time frame outlook is still there. Lower time frame. Just how we saw it on a higher time frame on GU and a lower time frame, we see it as well here on GU. Left shoulder. Now this is a lower time frame. Head. This is your right shoulder. So there's no sell signal. There's no sell signal. No sell signal. Don't look to be trapped into this. Don't look to be trapped into that. This is no sell until they hold that high. We always wait for the retest, which is the second leg. If they come and hold it and then validate it, okay, now we take our profits automatically, and now the trend could switch because we could be holding a higher time frame trend. Look, we've just been very bearish. But what do we know? The market can't just go down without retracing. So obviously GU, market was dropping. Okay, think it's time for a reversal now? Think it's time for a retracement? Pretty sure it's time for that. That's why we're in profit. We're letting this ride. It's still validating what we're looking for. Continuing this. So there's no real sell yet. We're buyers until our dealer shows us a signal. Dealer's not showing any signal of a sell yet at all. Power 3, waiting for our third push. Always power 3. Got a nice, what did the dealer show us today? The dealer showed us that it didn't break yesterday's low. That's what the dealer showed us. So why am I a seller? I'm a buyer. Yesterday's low right here didn't get broken. Never got taken out. What? Look how bearish they come. Look how inducing all these sellers. Sell, yeah. Why we put the brakes on? Why you put the brakes on? You, as a trader, have to understand, if you're not getting any more pips, wrong move. It's not ready. That's it. It's not ready. I'm out the trade. Why? Oh, what did they do on Friday? Wow, that's a big bullish move. Okay, why am I not getting any more pips? All right, low, high. I see that the market gave me a short-term retracement of this bullish move. Short-term retracement, and it's holding the same low. Shouldn't be looking for a sell. Characteristics that I'm in my levels, my second zone level is the double bottom characteristics to continue that bullish move. Now, sample. Perfect. So this is an example of the cycle right here. Double bottom, fast move towards the low, retrace, don't take out the low, level 1 rise, retrace, level 2 rise, give you your W of level 2 characteristics. Level 3, head and shoulders and pattern. That's what we're looking for. Once we break out of level 2, high, we are then looking for head and shoulders, double top or triple top. Right here, it would have been the entry, that wick entry. That's your right shoulder right there. But as we see, how's the right shoulder? We tend to always get that double top M formation on the right shoulder. They went, retested it one more time and dropped. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. You got 1 day a drop, you got 2 day a drop, you got a 3rd day a drop. Now, we're looking for this. We're not looking for it, we got it already. This, level 2 characteristics, we got it. So W, we bought Friday, we got our pips. First day of rise, we got 100 pips. Market retrace, market gave us more pips, and then the level 2 characteristics is this double bottom. So now, that's what we got. We got our W, level 1, level 2, come back, give us that W, you got it. You want to do it again? Perfect. To continue this bullish move. But a double bottom is all them not breaking previous low. We never broke it. We never broke it. So no sell without them breaking the previous high. So right there was, see how we get a nice railroad track and then a bullish move? We're shifting away. Look how we saw this live because I was about to say oh man, I was looking if they was gonna start being bearish. Oh, my thing got deleted. So we see that bearish spike, this was once all red. Why? Let's go over here. Previous low structure. Right there. Look at how I would try to get that zone, right? Look how I would try to get that zone. It's no coincidence. No coincidence. We got a low, right? We got a low. We got a high, right? For the day, we got a false retracement, right? Where's that retracement going to lie in with? Spike the 618. It held the 382. Nice W formation, aligning with all my level 2 characteristics to continue my bullish move. Let me look at the chat. The chat is buzzing. It was called by Wealthy Pips, Swipe Trades, Papa Smoke. Yeah, I saw the GU selling. Swipe Trade, GU selling, the LO Chris. Please tell Swipe seems to stop. Perfect, beautiful, beautiful. Makes sense. Wicks to the top, makes sense. Many pips were caught. Okay. Coach, do you do GU? Guess it was a retracement for sell. Guess it was a retracement for sell. Or he might get reason for that. GU sell limit. Coach, do we have pending orders or always market execution? Always market execution, never pending orders. Pending orders are for lazy people. And it's not confirmed. You put a pending order, your market goes there. Who said it's going to retrace right off that? Nobody. There's no confirmation on that. The market could keep pushing and hit your stop loss. It's never confirmed. Limit orders are never confirmed. Market execution orders, you wait for that candlestick formation. That's your confirmation. That's your confirmation on market execution orders. But for sell, don't see a sell yet. There's no resistance. There's no resistance at all. There's no true resistance. There's nothing. Where we bought, all true confluence why we should be buying. All true confluence what we bought. We bought the wick. We bought this wick. Daily time frame. Doesn't get better than that. To be in profit 100, 30 pips in profit. We already hit 150 pips. So we're just waiting for our TP to continue. So our entry was 30. TP was 35. Stop loss was at 10. Stop loss was at 131. So our zone, so higher time frame. So let me just clean this out. Get it? 130, 131, 300. So higher time frame, 4-hour time frame. As we see, we have our left shoulder, and we have our right shoulder. Low, high. Gave us a deep retracement. Never broke the left shoulder. Never broke the left shoulder at all. So we're anticipating a break of the base. So we're anticipating a break of the base to continue this bullish move. Daily time frame. From this, where they closed at. So we caught the spike, but on a daily, let's look at the daily. Where did they close out on a daily? On a daily time frame, we got to close at. So like I said, it's not possible for them to do this candlestick. You had a nice close at the 382. Short-term retracement, 382. So previous zones here, as you see, where the next previous zone, you will look for the market to be pushing towards. Obviously, I'm looking for the break of this zone. There's no true resistance here. This was never true resistance. It's supposed to move to the downside. So we're looking for the market to break out over here. This is true resistance because the market held the zone and shifted away about 375 pips. This zone got 187. So this zone is really your key area because the market was retracing here and then pushed back down to the downside. So this zone is really what you're looking for, which is about 400 pips away from that zone. So you would like to see the market go back to that zone before looking for a sell because that is a strong price level that the market was failing to go higher. That is price action. It's price action. So that is then when you look for a sell, not yet. That is then when at a strong price action level. These are not strong levels. Yes, you can get pips. Yes, but do you want the real move or you want to be sitting in a trade and profit and then not in profit, not in profit. You want to be in a trade saying, well, in profit, stop loss break even. That's the real move. Let the move ride. You want to be riding your profits. A lot of times you guys babysit bad trades, but you exit out quickly on good trades. Like a lot of people exit out the trade on Friday. I said, put your stop loss at break even. We was up 100 pips. You don't have to close. You know what I'm saying? Like, ride your profits. I know they're going to continue this false move. Ride your profits. Stop loss at break even. You're up 100 pips. TP2 got hit. So you're supposed to pay yourself twice. Ride the wave. Why are you closing instead of paying yourself while you're still accumulating profits? Pay yourself first. Ride the wave. Continue to be in profit. That's on GU, Euro USD, where we take a daily time frame outlook. So Euro USD market, nice consolidation range. Remember, we sold this double top on the daily on Euro USD. This was in February. Nice consolidation range. Then what? Market from this double top, market shifts away, right? And consolidates in this range. Another bearish signal you're getting. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Right shoulder, double top. See that? First leg, second leg, bearish engulfing, you're a seller. This is the real move. The real move to the downside. See this W? 1, 2, 3. Simple. That's the real move. Power 3. Why? Right here. You thought the market might be bullish, right? You didn't get in. Boom. Right here, you're like, damn, the market's gonna be bullish. You still don't find the entry. Market continues being bullish. You're like, fuck it, let me just get in the trade. You get in the trade, the market doesn't give more pips. Why? Why is that? It's psychology of 3. Human psychology of 3. It's the third time you always want to get in, and the market's like, whoop, we caught you. That's it. They caught them right here. Who is going to buy higher than this price range? Who? Really is where the real manipulation is right here. This whole high is manipulation. They're all trapping buyer. Real close right here. This is false. The upside, come right back down. False to the upside, come right back. Look how they tap it. So all these buyers up here trapped. Whoever bought above 1.24, they set their goal. They got them. Whoever bought above them, they got them. Because where is price at now? Price reached 1.15. Total shift away from that zone. Almost 1,000 pips. Total shift away from that zone. So do you think when price reaches back to this zone, you're going to get some rejection? Yes or no in the chat. Type of 1 if you think you're going to get a rejection in that zone. Now, why? Why would you get a rejection? Why? After I gave you 2 examples. I also said of the amount of the structure, the shift, the amount of pips the structure shifted from that zone. So, why? Previous structure, huge supply zone, trap volume, too many touch, key level. They don't want to let those people out of the trades. Yup. Money, baby, they can't let it go. Yup. So why? But primary reason why is just this is market structure and price action, and you got that shift. How many pips away? 1,000, almost 900 pips. So that's a key level. That's a key level that you want to watch out for when market comes to that. So I look to my left, though. What did I see? I saw market previously come to this downside. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Come to the downside. I'm like, all right, working with something. Market breaks the high. Okay, form the head here. Market comes back down to the base. Rejection right here. That forms on your daily time frame, that would have formed this is your daily, your head and shoulders pattern. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder, right? You got a nice double top rejection, market came down. Okay, but what happened? Market failed to break the low, the base. So right here was the base that retested. So right here is where we're anticipating that break, right? This is a right shoulder, head and shoulders, yo, break. Market puts the brakes on. Not ready yet. Market holds that low. Bullish engulfing. Buy. Market gives you your pips. Market retrace. Gives you that third kiss. Third kiss. Let's go. Let's break a little bit above in that zone and all back above. So this is what forms your morning star. 3 candle pattern is your morning star. 3 candle pattern is your morning star. A bullish candlestick formation pattern in a bullish zone. Why is it a bullish zone? Right here, rejection, right? When the market rejected here, market was coming down and then stopped. Market gave up 945 pips. The market in the future, if the market ever comes to this zone, what are you looking for? Rejection, which we are getting, and we got. We got rejection, and we got it. Got it. So now we're looking for the opposite. You know, if the market comes over here, looking for rejection, right? In the future. But playing out for that, what I do see the market doing is still continuing the head and shoulders pattern. So this is the head of this zone, of this previous head, left shoulder, right shoulder. This is the right shoulder, market drop inducing from this zone. So I'm going to get a retracement of this. I'm looking for a retracement of this. If the market wants to give me 50 to 618 retracement, is then going to give me that right shoulder. So I got left shoulder, got my same base. I'm buying that retracement. We bought right here. We bought the spike again. So we knew the market was failing to go lower than this, right? Knew the market, if it gives us a retracement, it's going to be a false move because already here, it already showed us false move to the downside and it didn't break. So the sell is not the case. We are looking for the market to give us some buying opportunity to then look for the sell. Where can I look for the zone? This price frame, this key zone over here, and this 618 zone where? Why? Right here. You got some price action, some previous structure that made the left shoulder. So if it holds the right shoulder, if it holds the left shoulder, we'll get a 618 retracement. If it holds previous zone like this short-term high, I'm looking for a 50% retracement. So I'm looking for anything around the 50 to 618 to continue the bearish move that I'm buying. I'm buying until I get the bearish move because I know I see this. This is the move. So, but we didn't break. So we probably gonna, what is this typically? All right, just in terms of psychology, like what is, you're going towards a low, right? You're going towards a low, going towards a low, going towards a low, going towards a low, and you're not feeling. So you have to come up, right? You have to come up for what? Why do you have to come up? Or what does coming up help coming down? Why do you have to come up? Stops. Sellers exhausted to trap sellers. Liquidity. Broker is limited. A boxer, let me give you an example. A boxer, he doesn't just go straight and punch you, right? He has to cock back and punch you, right? Has to cock back and punch you, right? Looking for momentum to break the low. Thank you. Exactly. There you go. Looking for momentum to break the low. We have to. We're not breaking, right? It's not failing. So let's build up momentum. Let's build up momentum to break the low. Let's build up that momentum to break the low. And then if that forms, that's going to give us a nice big right shoulder pattern. Everybody following? Roger. All right, good. So after completion of right shoulder, you would expect the market to go lower. Yes, because what pattern is it giving me? Head and shoulders, exactly. That's it. Market is retracing. The market is going to drop. It's going to show you a pattern. The market is dropping regardless, but it has to show a pattern. So it's coming up to show that pattern, and then it's going to drop. They have all intentions to be bears from up here. All intention. But the market can't just keep dropping. It has to get retracement, retracement, retracement to break the low. Build that momentum and break it. To where? To previous structure. Previous structure. That's where we're going. We're definitely going to break this low. We're going to previous structure low. That's it. Where we have a zone. I have a zone here. Why? This. Look at this manipulation of price to go lower. They were going low here. Look at how they broke the zone, right? They broke this previous low, broke, had to come back in that zone to get these sellers out. They're so greedy, bro. They're so greedy. So greedy to what? To go hit these buyers' stop losses. They're so greedy. They have to, they don't, nope, nobody's getting a profit because we're going to wick that zone. We're going to wick back into that zone. These sellers, sorry, we're going to wick back into that zone and then drop it. We knew you guys were selling, but we didn't want you guys to get a profit. So we're going to show you, yeah, we're going to validate, they're ready. They broke this low. Nope, retrace, then drop. So that's what you'll be looking for. That's all price action. That's all it is. It's price action. So we got that EU. We're getting the bullish move. So we're continuing in profit. So great. GU, continue in profit. That's going to be it. As we see now, what is this? I'm in a 5 minute. Oh my gosh. 15 minute. I say continue that. And you news at 6:45 gave us the move to continue being bullish on this. Our TP1 got hit. Market then, news. What does news have to do, right? News, this is how I know I'm in the right side of the market, because news pushes the price up because that's where they're going. It's not the false. This in terms is not the false move. This is really dumb. CPI news is dumb. Maybe you get CPI news, Fed. That's the liquidity providers moving the market, because we cannot move the market. Somebody talked about earlier about Euro and NZD, a shift. Why? What did we talk about? What did we talk about like 2 weeks ago about fractional disparity? What did we talk about 2 weeks ago? About if the same pairs go into the same zone, you should see the opposite in the next pair. Yeah, me and Oren had the same outlook on Friday. What? Last week, what did I keep talking about? About the same pair, if two currency pairs go the same direction, the base of those both pairs, you're going to get a trade the opposite direction. So what am I talking about? I talked about EURJ, but what did I say about it? What did I say about it? Fractional disparity, yes. What is it? What is that? Tell me what it is. What is it? Made a name, but what is it? You got to understand, what does that mean? What is happening? What is happening during the fractional disparity? Guys don't know? It's type of one. You guys don't know? Nobody knows? Nobody knows? For the broker needs to go pairs match up. Some pairs move together, working majors to move crosses. There we go. That's what I like to hear. Working the majors to move the crosses. EU and NU are the major pairs. Keep talking about people looking for what? EJ sell. EJ is not a sell. Euro USD is a buy. Why would that be a sell? You know what I'm saying? GJ. People are looking for that a sell. It's not a sell. It's been a buy. It's been a clear buy. Look at this false move. Boop, and then whoop, go back up. Look at this false move. Boop, and go back up. It was never a sell. Why? Because the pound is bullish. Look at right here. Started it from right here. Started it from right here where I have it labeled because of that inverted. So this is a strong move to the upside. Strong move. Now with the pounds, the way they work the zones is a little, you might not see it as clear, but take some time, go over, do some homework, back test. You're going to see what they do. 1, 2, 3, retrace, continue the trend. Boom, 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 reset, continue the trend. Boom, 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 reset, continue the trend. The buy is always buys the move. Pound is bullish. There's no true resistance until, let's take a look, always higher time frame. We want to be aligned with the smart money. Where are we at? The zone. The zone. Let's see, if anything, it should be around the zone. Got about 500 pip off of that. So now let's look at a 4-hour chart. Now we're in the zone. We're in the zone. We want to see rejection, just like how we got it on the DXY. Once we got in that zone, we want to see rejection. Once we got in that zone, we want to see some rejection. So actually, let me put it, what pair was that? GJ, right? In the daily time frame. I was on, oh no, that was weekly. On the daily time frame, I'm going to put it actually right here. That would be that 618 zone from this low to this high where the market gave a fake retracement. Take a look at a 4-hour. What was that? Right here, previous low, previous high. Market gave a short-term retracement. Bullish and candlestick right there, morning star. So this short retracement, your fib extension leads you to your 618. Price action, 150. 150. It's a price action, 150. Key level, 150. So that is then when maybe you could see a reversal in that zone. Until then, we have no real resistance. We have no true resistance. There's no true resistance in the market until that zone. This is not true. The market obviously broke it. It's not true. Till we get here, following this bearish move, then we should then see a reversal. If that happened, push it to the upside. Gold. We was on gold. Buy. Was acting up, failed to go higher, so we closed in profit. We closed that break even. So show you why we bought yesterday. So here we bought on Friday, anticipating the test to the low, but we didn't make head, left shoulder, right shoulder. That's why we bought Friday. Friday we closed because right here, consolidating wasn't really giving us much pips, but EU, GU, NU were all giving up pips. So they held the commodity and moved the majors. They held this pair, gold, which is a commodity. They held the commodity and moved the majors. So then what? Coming Sunday, Monday, which was yesterday, what happened? So I see this and I see that. I see this, I see that. I'm like, all right, cool. Double bottom right here. Short-term double bottom, railroad track. We should be set now. Now we're buying. So we closed because we didn't get no movement. Now we got another opportunity. All right, what are we buying? Market's failing to take out the high. Saw that. Hey, close that break even. Not a loss. What happened? Market comes back towards the downside. What does the market do? Market fails to take out previous low. So market came here, got your W, doesn't take out previous low. Following day, what does the market do? Market holds previous day and still doesn't take out previous low. What do you got? Shark fin. Excuse me, shark fin. You got a shark fin too on our side. This is a bullish engulfing candle. What do you have? What is this form? A double bottom. Yesterday's low broke right up. Psychologically, opened up the contracts, closed right above. All those sellers trapped. All these sellers in the bottom, trapped. All these sellers that sold in here, this wick, trapped. All these sellers that were in this wick, trapped. All these sellers that sold this bearish candle, trapped in this bullish candle. Forms the double bottom. Take a look at your RSI. Forms a double bottom. See the W, see the W. Market comes back the next day, doesn't take out the low. You got your bullish engulfing. So now there's really missed the entry in this consolidation range, because then they made another invert. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So now is where we wait for the textbook, because we was waiting for this buy, but it wasn't happening. So now we don't want to chase it now that it now is doing what we want it to do. We don't have a trade. There's no setup. There's no entry. Unless you want to just chase the trade, that's you. There's no entry. You wait for the appropriate entry. What do we have now? We have now a break of this trend line. Now this trend line is where I see it as another inverted head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, and this is my right shoulder. Now the trend line is the base. Now I have a clear breakout of that. So now is where I will wait for that textbook breakout retest for gold. What did I say on Friday is going to do? The false move to the downside. I said, if we don't get the move on Friday, Sunday, Monday, I'm looking for them to do the false move to the downside, hold the low. They did everything, but I wasn't on the charts for look for that entry. They validated, did everything right in the screen. Everything is there. False move to the downside, double bottom, good. Now we look for the buy. We didn't. The buy happened in Asian. You see how we wait? If we wait for London, we wait for them to do it in London, we wait for them to do a New York session, they switch it up. I'm looking for them to always do that during London. They have to switch it up. They have to give me a setup during Asian because I'm looking for it during London all the time. So this day, I'm not going to move during London. I'm going to move during Asian. I'm going to give the setup during Asian. They give the setup during Asian. Right there. That's the setup. That's the trade. That's the entry. That is the entry. That's the move. But it goes. So there's no real setup yet. So let's see for entry's sakes, if we could get a short-term rejection to do this. Let's just see. And that's our trade in this entry zone. That's gonna be the outlook that we're looking for. Can we get a short-term retracement here? We're not selling this. Then the market come down here, give us a bullish formation. All right, now we're gonna be a buyer. Now the real move is gonna get ready to take off of what we've been waiting for. Of what same move like GU. We want that real move whoop, to the upside. USD CAD. Well, let's take a look. What news we have? Pound news at 4:30. US dollar. So Fed chair to testify. This is probably going to might cause some volatility in the markets. Any Fed news always causes some volatility. FOMC. So let's see. Right here says core CPI. Anything with CPI, you get big shift. So NZD up on core CPI. So that's why we took that NZD USD setup on Friday. Before that setup, I did anticipate, I did look at news this week. However, I forgot what time it was. But usually you get that impulsive move out of level 3. This is level 3. See, 1, 2, 3. What character? Or not, do you guys see a pattern? Before we got in here, what did the market form? We got in the head. What did the market form? Writing is right. It's right there. What did the market form? We got in the head. Inverted. Exactly. See how we're always getting in before the pattern forms? We're always getting in pattern forms. No coincidence. Why? It's price action. This is, although the right shoulder is good setup, this is the best setup because they make it head, left shoulder, right shoulder before it makes it bigger. They made it small right there before you got the big move. Before you got the big move, they made it small right in there, a lower time frame. And that's why we enter on a lower time frame. So all our entries is on a lower time frame. So we take a look, 15-minute, what we got? This is your left shoulder. Market breaks it. Did the market, this is your left shoulder, also the low of the day. Market comes by that low, 15, 30, 45, an hour. You have the same, look at your divergence, lower low, right? Lower low, higher low. You saw the W, that's why we bought. Candlestick, this forms a 4 candlestick morning star, but you could just see this as a bullish engulfing. You could see that. You see how this, this gave you a shooting star, but failed to even go lower than the price that it closed at. So didn't want to release these contracts. They didn't want to go below here to release those contracts. So what happens? Level 1. See, these people saw a short-term retracement. Why? Let's take a look. People probably saw this as a sell. So over here, they're probably going to sell, right? What do you think the market's going to do? They're going to show you some profits, right? Why? Because news, baby, news, they're going to rip you apart. That's why. So CPI news follows, this is dumb. That break, usually with news on before occurring to level 2, you get that impulsive move. We took it on GU a couple weeks ago. We took it on GU. Where? Right about right here. We took it on GU right here. We took GU right here. So this is second. Just characteristics. I'm telling you the characteristics. The market is not going to do things by textbook, things that you guys keep looking for the market to do things perfectly. It's not going to do things perfectly. You have to learn how to adapt. In order for you to survive in this game, this market, you got to learn how to adapt to what the market is giving you. So right here, the characteristics, the same thing that they do on the second zone, characteristic. So I saw the inverted, right? Saw the inverted. I missed the buy, right? There's no buy. Market, I saw this. I'm like, damn it. So like I said, I was waiting for this consolidate. I was waiting for them to go towards the low and give me actually a double bottom. That's what I was actually waiting for. For the false move to the downside, don't take out the low. That was what I was actually waiting for. But what happened? They said they don't want to go lower than that. And they formed a double bottom, which is your right shoulder. So they're like, I don't want to go lower than that. GJ, you saw the same thing. So it was like, I don't want to go lower than that. They gave me the impulsive move, right? Then they consolidate. Okay, right here. First leg, right? Second leg. What you got here? You got your W here. So we bought this morning star. We bought this morning star, anticipating the 4 a.m. news to give us that pips to the upside. 4:30 came out, straight 48 pips, straight pop, 50 pips. Our TP1, look, TP1 got hit as soon as the thing. I still even have it in. Why? TP1, TP2. Wait, is that the same? Oh, wow. See how the same TPs got hit again this zone? So oh yeah, because they had to come back towards the low. But level 2 characteristics, impulsive move to the upside. Level 2 W. See how we always get the second impulsive move? They give us a W. They show us plenty of times. They show us plenty of times. So that is the characteristics. The characteristics. of so you see the push, level 2, low not taken out. Low tested, they tested the low. Tested previous low, not taken out. Bang, 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 whoop. Level 2 characteristics. Macro right there. W right there. Right there. Right in your face. This shit is like clockwork. Yeah. It's like clockwork. Man. Do the same, you guys, they do the same thing over and 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 over again. Do the same thing over again. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. They do the same thing over and over again. Why? The third time, you're always that. The retail traders are always that buyers and sellers. So they got them trapped. Boom. Right at that level. So right here. Low. 1. High got taken out, right? Day 2. Characteristics. Bop, bop, bop. Straight away. Level 3. What I say? M, head and shoulders, or triple top. Oh, yeah, that's a pattern right there. Right there. Simple. That's right there. Cycle right there in your face. That's the whole cycle. That's what they do. Then what happened? M to the W. That's it. That's their cycle. That's all they do. What I was looking at, level 3 is always triple bottom. What is this? This is level 3, triple bottom, and you got a W. You got a W. Let's go back. Look at this. Look at this. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So I know that's level 3. I don't have to keep drawing. I just know that's level 3. But if you want to look prior, why? You had this. 1, 2, 3. That's it. The 3. Power of 3. Guys, that's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is. Been doing the same thing for, when's this market been open? Let's go back. They've been doing the same thing for since 1993. This is a monthly. This is a monthly. This is a monthly. Bet you I get you on the monthly. Bet you I get you on the monthly. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. How they hold the low. What are we gonna get? 1, 2, 3. Nope. Retrace. 1, 2. This is the second push is right here. So right here. So we got it. So low, right? 1, retrace, 2, retrace, 3. All right, we got a retracement. This is either where you get a retracement or a continuation. So right here. So you got your double top because we're looking for head and shoulders, double tops, triple tops. Right? So right there, double top. All right, we're seller. Level 1, pull back. Level 2. This is level 2 right here. The break of level 1. Retrace, break, level 2 low, right there. This level 2 low. So break the low right here. This is your level 2 low. Break that, level 3. Hold the low, give me a W inverted or triple bottom. I got my W. Now this is a monthly. This is obviously gonna turn out to be a longer pattern because we're in a monthly structure, but you still, it's the same shit. So what happened? So W, right? 1, 2, 1, retrace, 2, retrace, 3. This was a retracement for a continuation. Now you got, or you got to do fibs when there's fibs. Sit, low, high. 618, 70%. That's it. What you got? Left, head, right shoulder. That's it. This market is about to boom. This is when this is how crypto starts. This is the start of crypto. Right there. This is how the market starts. $3,700 pips from there. What you got? Again, 1, consolidate. 2, break that high. 3, what I got right there? One, 2, 3. Retrace. Is it, guys, clicking? Same shit. It's the same thing. Same thing. So now let's just see if they hold the high. That's the move. So let's look at dollar index. Dollar index. What we got? Index pushing so far. We got it straight to the downside. So obviously they're not behaving as or how they should be. But first, before I say that, let me just take out USD CHF. So yeah, they're not behaving how they should be. So what I was looking for, I have a head, left shoulder, right shoulder. What I was looking for is consolidation, may fall smooth towards the high, continue to the downside. Same way, now see that picture. So you see a high, right? See a high. See level 1, level 2. I wanted to stop on low rise. AU. I got low. This is what I wanted. The same, this is the characteristics. Level 1 rise, stop on low rise. I wanted that. Come towards the low. This consolidation range, fall smooth to the downside. Give me my W. So first leg right here, break that. Now this is your second leg. This is your first leg now. Now you're waiting for a retest of that zone. Where did it come retest it? Right here. That's your W. You got a fib retracement. That was your stop on low rise. You're a buyer. Level 2. What I got? To the downside. I still didn't get, so they started, so I was looking for another one. So we got it here. We got a fib retracement. So this was 1, 2. They came to the downside to retrace, right? The low. So look how this day, they break the low, come right back above, give you that short-term W of the day. But look at the fast move towards the high. What do I also see here? Head, a left shoulder, a right shoulder. Okay? That's what I see right now. So could I get a rejection to the downside? I could possibly, could they give me only 2? Yes. At times they only give 2. Why would they only give you 2? Why? Anybody tell me, why would they only give you 2? Got enough contracts. There you go. Exactly. They don't need to go higher. Maybe they got whatever they wanted. They got whatever they wanted. They said, all right, we don't need to push the market any more higher than what we need to be. Let's retrace. So only reason I'm looking for, I could possibly see where they might be doing this is if we're getting the zone tested and held. So let's go. Okay, we have a high, we have a low. We have a high, we have a low. got a deep retracement to the upside, consolidation at the high, 15, 30, 45, an hour 15. Shift, retest, don't take it out. So that was basically your third, like, so I like the way AU's behaving. Like AU, if you see anything, AU like follows the trend. They see it, they show you it, like, but it's slow. That's why I don't like trading AU. It's slow, but it does show the move, but it's just slow. So could we possibly see some downside movement? Yes, we could. Definitely see, but we're at the high. We also are buying, would be selling towards peak formation low. So this is Tuesday. Oh, yeah, your low, last week's low. So if you do from low to high, so could they give us a false move, sell retracement? That could be, if it goes to the zero, which is the low of the day, that'll be 50% retracement. If it validates the low of the day, that's still gonna give us the characteristics of level 2, giving us that W formation to continue to the upside. Okay, now this is how I'm creating confluence. If the retracement happens, I'm getting 50% back of this up move. If I go lower, this is my 618. That's also my fib extension, where you would take profit from selling at the 888, the 888. Your retracement, the fib extensions are your take profit zones. So the 272 would align with my 618. Also, if it wants to go deeper to the 618 fib extension, that would be a 79 fib retracement of this buying pressure, which would be a deep retracement back in this structure. If it fails to take out this structure, it fails to take out the low. Fails to take out the low, you're still a buyer. That'll be a double bottom. It fails to take out the low of the week, which is down here. So that's how you have to analyze the market, both sides of the direction, in terms of how you could, like how we did with EU, buying for until we get the sell. Could see a sell until we get the buy, or this could be a move, and we only got 2. We only got 2 because of this could have been it. There's a lot of ways to interpret this, but this could be 1, stop on low, rise. This could be level 2 because it's longest consolidated, and then you get stop on low and you get your W. This could be level 2. This could be 3 because you get the head and shoulders. Possibility, understand possibility. I also see structure here. This drop, market only retrace up to here. So now I will then go like this. Have anything crazy? I don't. So now I will then go like this. Remove all drawing tools. Got a big drop right here, right? So what we got? High, low. We got a deep retrace into this 70 range. Buy your 618, so that's 1 hour chart. 15-minute. We see how we got a rejection at that fib retracement. The rejection was, we got a head and shoulders pattern at that zone. This structure still did not take out the left shoulder, nor the high of the day. Wicked it, tried to, but we had the close of the high of the day right here. Market is failing to go higher right now. So we could possibly see as to why that market could come to the downside. It's still not ready. That will only be a reason if that's a nice double top. Level 1, level 2, 3, retrace. That could just be the retracement to continue back this buy could be the retracement to continue back to sell. That occurred here. That started to occur here. However, DXY, is the DXY giving us that? Is the DXY giving us a buy yet? DXY is going fast move to the downside. Understanding that? We're getting fast move to the downside on the DXY. So what would that then tell us on other pairs that we could possibly get? I would love the DXY to just run through this. I would just run through this. As we see here, this could be we got this resistance, break, and this could be the retest. If that becomes bearish. Okay, we got another. So could this be a break of the high by why? Because sellers saw this double top, so they wanted to not let them get a profit. So break that high by 10 pips and inducing already about 16, 20 pips. We got an out, 30 minutes before news. What else? High, low. From yesterday's high to low, we got a 50% retracement. 50% retracement. So key area first, you will look for the market to go back towards the zero. Not looking, that's your first take profit. It's not with your fibs. Your zero is always your first TP zone because it's not for sure that the market is going to break the high or the low. That's why our TPs are in that zone. See, when we buy here, our TP was at this previous high, this previous structure high. I'm not sure that the market is going to break it, but guess what? The market continued to the upside as the dollar continued to the downside. So there was my validation to continue holding this trade. Now, to finish this trade, could they just already give us the move in one shot instead of 3 days? Well, that's 3 days right there. We got 1 day a drop, 2 days a drop. This is a second day a drop with a close below yesterday's low. So we could have 3 days of drop, and we could have, what's today? This could be, we could get a reversal, a Tuesday reversal. Typically, you get a midweek reversal. This could be the Tuesday midweek reversal. Who said it could? It could be, maybe. All has to wait until the dollar index gives us that validation. With anything, with EU, GU, gold, has to give it that validation. But so gold, this could be the false breakout on gold. See how this, then you start understanding this? This could be the false breakout on gold of this trend line. And maybe gold is not ready to be bullish yet as we keep waiting for that to be bullish. Maybe it's not ready yet. If you take it a 4 hour, I do like the double bottom. I already have 1, 2. I do have 3, so I do like that. But maybe I could get a retest again, but I see how market structure, it keeps holding that zone. See, held it here. Why? Take a look at the daily. So you see here, market is holding that zone. So right here is holding it over here. Why? Market induced 1,200 pips, 100,000. That's 12,000 pips. Wow, 12,000 pips to the upside. Retrace came back, so we should probably see a rejection come in the zone. First time we came in the zone, we got a rejection. Look at that, we got a rejection. 2,700 pips. Then what happened? Market came back. It's coming back in that zone. And is rejecting. Came in the zone, rejected. Bullish, rejected, rejected. And we have it bullish. So could this be the false breakout? Or could we continue to the downside? Could this be the false breakout to continue to the downside? Or could we be ready for the buy? You have to keep watching the dollar index with anything, with EU, GU, NU, AU, in terms of what your bias. So what your bias, you just have to keep going back and forth because they switch. Whatever they want to do, they switch quickly. But in terms of dollar index, more or less, you'd be looking for this type of setup, like coming around like 8 a.m. If anything happens with the dollar index, you know, with UJ, I put a sell yesterday. What happened? Wasn't giving us much of a profit yesterday. So right here, so we sold because of this double top that the market caused over here. So we sold at 45. This evening star that hit formed was why I sold. So it formed here. I'm like, damn it. All right, missed it. Waiting for a retracement. See, I'm not chasing the market. I waited for a retracement. I missed this entry. And I missed this entry. And I saw how the market didn't take out the high. So how the market didn't take out the high. So I'm like, perfect. I saw how the market started the day. Asian went straight to the high. So they formed the high of the day, shifted away. So perfect, because they're in London. I'm looking for them. So if I'm going to be bearish following yesterday's move, I saw yesterday as already this forming a sideways head and shoulders, from this being the left shoulder, this being the head, this being the right shoulder. So I saw that. So I said, if this was continue, I would like a double top. I would like them to hold the high to continue the sell. So I'm looking for a bearish signal. I got it. High is held. Good. Candlestick formation, good. We sell. But the market wasn't giving us much pips right here. So we got 15 pips. Then the market formed a short-term double bottom by the low. So it was working the zone. Why? Because they had opened up in a gap. So they was working. Look how they was working that zone. So because they were working that zone so much, they wasn't showing us a profit. Said close 10 pips. They gave us 15. It was the most they gave us. They actually missed TP was at 112.20, which was the low. Like, because I saw this, I put TP at 112.20 because we're not certain that the low is going to get taken out. So they came 2 pips by that. 23. They came 3 pips by that zone. Came back towards the high, but didn't take out the high again. Candlestick formation, bearish engulfing. This is the same way gold looks. So it does look nice, but the way they like playing around, they could continue playing around. The way we would like them to go, that's our bias. Like I said in chat, it doesn't have to happen right when we want it to. Although we do like it when it happens, but they could take longer. Like we had Euro NZD a couple weeks ago. We had this to the downside, didn't go that couple hours we were looking for, but although it did go to the downside. So, and it was from the start over here. We saw Euro NZD form this nice double triple top formation. Market shifted away. Cool. We missed this sell. Cool. What happened? This day we got a retracement. Why? This was day 1 drop. This was day 2 drop. Market pushed to the upside. Exactly what I was waiting for. Come up. Great. What did the market also form? Head, left shoulder, right shoulder, right? So when they came, London, look. So this is the low, Asian low. So they formed the double bottom Asian low. Short-term hold a previous low yesterday. Short-term hold a previous low yesterday, right? Show that, right? Where do you go? Fast move towards the upside. I saw that. What do? They hold the high. They hold the high. Right in this range. Holding the high. Wicks, where they close, right here. Where they close, right here. Where you got the railroad track formation right there. Push to the downside. Retrace. So we sold here. Because of this hammer, so the market came back, we sold that. Then when we got 30 pips, the market started putting the brakes. So I said, take your profits. I said, take your profit because this is how you easily scout. Right, because how? Because if the market comes right back to our entry, there's no loss. We picked up 30 pips. Market comes back to our entry, validates, gives us a fib retracement. We get back right in. So what happened? Our entry was at, I believe everybody got in like at 52, 57. So our entry was right there at the close of that hammer. Right there, the close of that hammer. Right there, 52. Look how we sold that, right? We sold that. So this, when it started to hold this low right here, I kept watching how it was rejecting my EMAs. That's when I said close. We caught 30 pips on that. Said the market comes, gives you a retracement, doesn't go higher than your entry, get back in. What happened? This was your entry. Came right back to your entry. Gives you a retracement, gives you a candlestick right there, bearish engulfing, right back in. Morning, evening star, bearish engulfing, right back in. So we was waiting for the bounce to the downside, but I put the brakes on. So we pick up some pips. If the market wants to retrace, great. Holds the same zone. All right, now we get back in. No harm done. What happened? We closed in profit. The market went the direction we was going towards. So right here, if we kept our sell, market did the 104 pips to the downside. It did its move. Day one drop, day two drop. So you see how this low, this day, this is day three. You got your reversal, come back, you got a nice test. What happened? So we should, right here, we should be looking for a buy, right? The market is rejecting, it's not going higher. So in this instance is where I'm closing my trade. I'm looking for the buy, but it's not going higher. Okay, cool, you're not ready yet. Close. What happens? Following day, market, what does the market do? Low, right? Low of the day. Market comes to that low of the day. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. All right, now it's time, okay? Got some pips. Market retraces back. Got a deep retracement, 886. You ride it to your fib extension. Pips, easy pips. That's in terms of fibs. However, cycle, I'm in 3. I'm looking for all level 3 characteristics. In the zone, I got it. In the zone, I got my inverted. I also got a double bottom. Macro W. Everybody follow? Everybody follow? See that? So that's what that happens. And you got a nice retracement. Got a nice retracement to the upside. Lovely. Cycle that occurs daily. Every pair. All the time. All the time. It occurs all the time. So today, so this is how I want you guys to this is how I want you guys to have an understanding of, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. All right, this closes in 2 minutes. You guys could get in on a second buy because that's going to make a W. That's level 2. Showing us right there. Full smooth. Again, they had to do it one more time. And then close the same length as the bearish move in 1 minute. You wait for the validation in 1 minute, Vero track or bearish engulfing. That's your second entry. We're still in level 2. Level 1, level 2. Characteristics of level 2 is seeing W's. So first they hold the low. Then today they do the same thing. Okay, well, what happens? They give it to me again. What happens? I have to go one more time. All right. You're so greedy. All right. You got to be greedy. Why? Because there's news. So we got to trap these tellers. There's news at 3:45. I mean, at 4 a.m. there's news. So you see how they're inducing bearishly to the downside and failing to take out short-term low? That's, if you're on a sell and you see market go whoop whoop, that's a reason. Short-term low. Oh, what happened? I myself, if you're in trades like this, you're like, what's going on? You're selling, market comes right back up. So you have to wait. Have to wait for that to occur. Take a look at the 1 hour chart. It's just a 1 hour spike. All it is a 1 hour spike. All it is. So the market. So we saw it. We're seeing short term. We saw W's. We see here how we have it. As I was saying, as the level 2 characteristics. Let's take a look at EU. That's that. AU, let's take a look at AU because we had some ideas. What happened? Woo, look at that. So AU, juke. Juke, come up, back. What they gave you? What candlestick? UJ, bullish engulfing yin. I have gotten a few smiles today with some of the trades posted. Bullish engulfing doji, bearish harami. Wait, what are we looking at? Look at that right here. Where's there a bearish harami? Why is the market funny business? Funny business. Funny business. Is EU a sell? Why are we looking at EU a sell? EU should continue. EU should continue going up, following the characteristics of the second zone to continue going up. You get the W, you get the straightaway. Straightaway is exactly how they're doing it. Up, straightaway. Like like here. Start the day or straight away. But the whole characteristics of, because this is day 1, day 2, this is stop on low rise. So you're going to go straight away from the low. See how the market goes straight away. So that's how I know that's the characteristics. This is the whole characteristics until I get to my bear zone. Now I got a head and shoulders pattern. Now I know I'm in it. What you guys said? Level 3 spike to the high. EU doesn't have 3 levels? Not yet. Oh, well, yes, I could. Yes. In terms of already today, okay, yes. However, just because you get 3 doesn't mean you're an automatic seller. You have to wait for them to validate the sells. How would that be? A M, which is your double top, a head and shoulders pattern, or a triple top. So we do have a break above the second day's high, correct? However, with the characteristics of level 2, you are waiting for this to continue going up. So for level 3, wherever, I put it by TP. TP3 is where you could possibly see that level 3 occur, because then that would be a macro double top. Because that would be price action. So that would be a macro double top if the market is going to go there. That's where level 3 will form. And that's what you would then look for. That's going to form that macro double top, and then you're probably going to get an M or a head and shoulders or a triple top. That's what you look for. This is what you're looking for. They give it, that's your confirmation, but that's what you look for. They don't have to do it. Continue going up. for 4 days, and then form level 3 over here where my TP4 is at. I could do it like that, where previous structure zone would be at. Over here in this zone, TP4, around zone structure, around structure. So that's just something you just wait for to validate your trades. Guys. There's something you wait for. So right now, I don't see anything validating any sells as of yet. Like I do see head and shoulder structures like lower time frames, but they could show you that as well to track. I could be seeing this as well because I was a buyer Friday. The break and then close below would be the right shoulder in this picture. So I could see, and it does give me a 50% retracement. So I still have, I have this perfect drawing of what could happen both sides. But from this low, I'm from this W, I'm really seeing where would the market want to drop. This is over here comes down to 618, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Then it would be what? If it wants to give us 50% to 620 right here, like we'll get it bigger picture. Like this would be the big picture. Big picture come over here. Like that would be the big picture. You know what I'm saying? The retracement, that would be big picture in this area, 50, 618. Like if the market shows a retracement to the downside. You know why? Like again, we said we got to build momentum. Got to build momentum, right? Gold. We got to build momentum, right? Not gold. Oh yeah, gold. We got to build momentum, right? So that's your bias. That's how you have to interpret the market. Always have an understanding of, yo, we bought on a daily time frame, we bought the wick. On a daily time frame, we bought the wick. So this being up 120 pips already cleared 150 pips. There's no reason to be paranoid about GU. Daily time frame is showing you a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. And we're in profit. We got in at the wick down here. The close happened up here. So there's nothing to worry about with GU until having your stop loss in profit. There's nothing to worry about. News could keep doing this manipulation because they got to do it before news. So that's what we could get before news. Could we get that false news, fast move, false move to the downside for news, which is the right shoulder? Could be. That's just something that the market could happen that you have to already anticipate. Because when it does it, you can't be, you can't be dumbfounded. You have to be ready, all right? The market is doing what I was waiting for it to do. Boom, you pull the trigger. That's it. You just let the market do whatever it got to do. If it validates that, there you go as well. But from a higher time frame perspective, I'm on a daily time frame. I'm still bullish on GU because it did form the inverted. However, this on a lower time frame, this is the daily time. This is how it looks on the daily so far. The daily could show another wick, and that wick could be this false move to make the right shoulder. So the daily, let me show another chart. GBP, USD. So the daily, see, we bought this wick. So the daily could show us another wick to the right shoulder to continue back up. That's what I'm saying. That this could be the daily time frame. But we'll get it on a 15-minute. We'll get the retracement. Understand? We want that. Anywhere in this zone to validate the head and shoulders pattern. It usually retraces the perfect great ones that play out. They usually retrace to the 50 or 618 retracement. So we would, if the market would like to retrace, left shoulder, head. I already see this right shoulder now because of the daily. See, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Right shoulder was already made previous. Sideways. That's how they make sideways inverse. So now they come back towards the low and don't take out that. So what is that retracement? From this short-term low to this short-term high. You got about a 70, 79 fib retracement. If you take it from the low of the head, what did I say usually fib retracement, perfect inverted head and shoulders? Hold. What did I just say? What did I just say perfect what did I just say perfect head and shoulders from? Where do they from? Fib retracement, what do you typically get? What do you usually get? Fib retracement. Or 50% or 618. There you go. What we got? Clear close, bullish engulfing at the 618 to 50%. A spike to the 886, but where did they close? Right here. Did they break your left shoulder? No. This is daily time frame, guys. Daily time frame. You want to hold trades. You want to get in lower time frame, wick entry, hold for this higher time frame move until these zones that we're looking for, until previous structure. So go back to the 1 hour. As we saw, the market gave us a fib retracement, lower time frame. And this inverted head and shoulders to this high, double top. Market gave you 7-9 fib retracement. Right here. Left shoulder is not taken out. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder is not taken out. So that's what they were showing for a reversal on a daily. So would they finish playing that out? They already showed it on daily, and we got in on the spike. So the stop loss is at break even. Stop loss is in profit at TP1, and you took profit 3 times. You paid yourself 3 times. So stop loss is at TP1. Stop loss is at TP1. Stop loss is here, and you paid yourself 3 times. Here, here, and at TP3. You paid yourself 3 times, and you still are in floating profit, and you're still in the trade. Floating profit, in the trade, paid yourself 3 times, can't lose. So it's a win-win for you. So right now, they're showing a head and shoulders on a 15-minute for GU. Now somebody said, Oren said, I don't see any, sell will be with this thing, but it could be false. But for GU, they're showing that picture, but let's see how they hold. This is your low of the day. That's all you're looking for. You got today's low of the day. Let's see how they act by the low of the day. You got 50% retracement. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Bearish engulfing. So we get that move to the downside to then go back up. Dollar index. Okay. So we got 1, 2, trickle down, 1, 2, 3, bullish engulfing. So let's see, this could be the London move. This could be the London move, the London trade for GU. Oh, really? Oh, why am I? Forgot. There's no really no lose. He's just speaking. I forgot about that. So we didn't even have to wait for that. So that's that. So we understand how we're looking at on a higher time frame perspective. The pattern is already there. We understand if the sell happens, why it occurred. We already saw why. We saw the fibs. We already see the previous low fib extensions. But if we have it from low to high, we see as well. So why the market gives that. We have a nice 1 hour railroad track close. So what is that? So they broke this high and they closed right back above. So that's your M formation. So the sell showing the sell, but it could be the wrong move to give us that right shoulder at a 50 to 618. They probably have to go lower, spike below the low. Back in our zone right here, you got a nice left shoulder, head. I did like over here, but guess what? They're failing to go higher. But what is this? From this high to this low. Okay. This is why it's in a zone as, look at that, my TP3 zone. Okay. Look, very nice. Okay, I can see where we're getting that rejection. Why? But I do like I do like the how the daily outlook looks. But see how my TP structures align with market structure and the fib retracements. How we got a rejection by the 618, 70%. We got a nice rejection at TP3. So we understood why the market rejected their previous market structure. Lower time frame, they did show a little head and shoulders pattern right there. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. So could we start being bearish? Maybe. But the dollar index isn't, just a bullish engulfing really isn't showing me bullish signs. We do have a 50% retracement. So probably look for this for news. I mean, for New York session, for something, because I don't really think they're going to do nothing for London. And you see, going back to the upside. So I would like the same for GU. Let's take a look at UJ. Really nothing. UJ holding this zone. So UJ could be, okay. So I did like this. So this, oh no, this is disgusting. Okay. We have short-term breakouts right by that 618. 4 hour, holding that high. So in terms of the cycle, so this, you see nice low being held. So this could be level 1, hit the stops, level 2. This could be level 2. And this is why we're seeing bearish moves on these pounds. So this is the level 2 characteristic, longest consolidated level. And as you see, not really getting any pips when we were selling. So the dollar, the UJ could continue being bullish as it was. That sell may not be ready yet. On a daily, we would like a double top daily. So we see we have the high. We did get double top daily, but I'm saying a nice retest to that zone. Could we get that? So this is probably why the dollar index is being a little annoying. But I see it bearish though. So excuse me, this is why UJ is pretty doing, but I see it bearish though because gold just spiked. It's going to the, gold is doing what I wanted. So it's a little annoying, but do what it got to do. USD continuing to the downside. So really no trades in here when I was looking for, besides right here, a nice M formation. This is when I saw USD yesterday when I called out the UJ. This one also gave us the M pattern for the sell. So this actually played out better than UJ. Gave better pips. Wow, nice pip, 57 pips, perfect. And it's going back to the downside. So maybe UJ might be ready now. Well, maybe, who knows? These pairs, you know how they just be annoying. That's why you get out your trade, break even or stop loss and profit or minimal loss or profit, and wait for that setup to reoccur and validate. So let's relook at GU really quickly. What are we getting? So we're not getting a close below this short-term low again. We're not getting, market just spiking, giving us. So let's just see how that candle closes. You have a couple more minutes to see if anything occurs. Governor speaking though, let's take a look at Euro GBP. So as we saw Friday, we was buying EU and GU, and Euro GBP was going to the downside nicely. Then what happened? Market, all market structure low, right here. Low. Over here, I believe I saw it inverted. So this left head, right shoulder, the zone. It's like small time frame. So I saw this as dumb. If like this is a perfect example. If this reverses, you understand why EU and GU reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like one, they hold the cross to move the majors, or hold the majors to move the cross. So when we was looking for the Euro GBP sell, they were holding the cross and moving the major. Then when we was in the majors, they were holding the cross. So it's just good to understand and see it, and see how trades aspire, how trades just start forming because of correlation and fractional disparity. But for right now, it's been 2 hours. Just education. Like I said, you guys always been on my market watches since last year. If you don't get a setup, all I do is educate you guys, because I'm no rush to get in the market. So we've been in profits. There's no rush. The setup is how I like it. We get in. If it's not there, it's not there. I just educate you guys on previous market structure moves, examples, how they do the same thing. And that's that. So we'll leave off with that. We don't have anything besides this gold maybe. But for right now, we don't have anything in terms of live setup. Here's CHF. So that'll be all. Let me run down the chat. No setup, no trade. Exactly. No setup, no trade. Probably nothing till New York section. Exactly. If they don't give us nothing, London, just wait for New York session. There's nothing to be impatient about. So you guys are traders. This is the lifestyle you chose. You don't get anything there in London. No reason to chase nothing. See, people over here, what did I say, the power of 3? 1, 2, 3. People chase the sell, the market has to retrace. So you want to chase the sell. And they see an opportunity to book a profit. Whether or not these sellers 46 pips in drawdown. So they see an opportunity to book a profit by getting you out that trade. So just something to look out for on pairs. Ain't really much. We're getting anything straight away. Probably. So people see this as a head and shoulders, not a head and shoulders. Could be a sideways, but not. It's very. This hasn't even gotten to this trend line to be to break out. Just too bullish now, and there's no divergence in the 1 hour. So let me just. So you see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's the reason why this market is bullish. You see a daily double bottom. That's the reason why this market is bullish. So bullish harami, market comes in here, gives you a morning star, forms that double bottom. On your RSI, forms that macro double bottom. Got a bullish move to the upside. So no real. It's in a order block. So the market is right by the low of the day on GJ for those who keep asking. GJ, I can see where people see sell signals, but it's just not clear to me why I would be selling, but I could see. So why people probably might try to sell this. But for me, I don't like it. So I don't see no setup for me. So I'm not. So when I don't see anything, when the market like this, I don't care what it does. I'm moving on. Don't have to look at you. When you show something nice, that's when I'll look at you. This is nothing. There's nothing. These pairs that you guys are married to, if the market doesn't show something, there's how many other currency pairs? The market is gonna give a move in something else. It's gonna give a trade something else. So like gold, we didn't get a move on Friday, right, on gold, but GU gave us 100 pips. Euro USD gave us 75. NZD gave us 60. We got that, but gold didn't give us much pips, right? So that's how they do it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna leave you guys off with that. Don't chase the markets. Just go study the markets, see price action, see how the market moves, correlates, does the same thing. It's better to be out the market learning than be in the market losing money. All right. So take that into account. Protect your equity. You guys don't have anything now, so we'll be waiting possibly New York session to see if we possibly get a trade. Although it's still the start of the week, it's still Tuesday. We got 4 more other trading days. We got Wednesday, Thursday, 3 more other trading days. So nothing to be so pushy on, to rush in the market and lose your money. Nothing for that. Don't be in a rush to lose your money. Nothing. A lot of people, you guys, but in terms of also like you guys, in terms of also with like studying, a lot of people, you guys think that just watching a video once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, you're gonna get it. You have to watch something over and 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 over again until you repetitively see the same thing occurring. It is not the videos it's you actually seeing that the light switch actually goes off. And like, wow, I've been looking at this video for the same thing and I didn't see this. what I'm saying? You look at the video, the same thing, but it's not you. It's the markets. You go back and look at the markets. You can look at the market for 20 plus years. The market does the same thing, but you have to look at it. You watching a video, yes, you have some insight, but you have to do the homework. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told you guys the homework over the weekend. I don't care if you do it or not. That's your problem. I already know how to trade. That's to help you guys. You guys that are upcoming new traders, to look for these characteristics. Much easier to, instead of beating the bush, you go straight in. We're not looking, this is specific what we're looking for. Specifics, that's what you're looking for. Instead of looking for these zones, resistance, you start marking a whole bunch of lines on your charts. Supply, demand, resistance, resistance, resistance. I remember when I was starting off, this is how my chart was. This is how my chart used to be. I'd be like this, I look higher time frame. I'm like, all right, and this is how some guy actually said to do it. Right here, okay. But just no, these are never true support resistance. Right here, see this. This is what I would do. So my chart, you see so many lines of this chart. I think this chart is gonna help me trade. I think I'm gonna see what's actually happening. That's what I used to do. See all these lines. What the hell am I looking at? This. Just that's what I had to do. Mark up like this. It's literally how my charts were. For 1 hour. Oh man, that's not enough. I need one here. I need one. Where you at? Miss anybody? I missed you. I need one here. Let me see. I missed this low. All right, I need you here. Clearly, how this is insane. This is nothing. These lines don't mean a shit. These lines don't mean shit. The true support resistance is never established. There's never a support and a resistance. Why? The market always breaks one. So there's never true support. This is never true because it's going to get broken. It already did in the past. What do you think it's going to do in the future? So it's never true. So there's no point of drawing all this. What you have to look for is price action. There's no point of drawing all these lines. Remove all drawing tools. There's no point of drawing all that. No point of drawing all that. You go to the nice daily, weekly. See when you get to a zone. And that's your real zone. Nice weekly. I get market wants to retrace in the zone. Why? Look. Okay, now I would see why I would look for a sell. Market was over here. Monthly. That's the lowest it was. It's the lowest the market was. So the market has to retrace. Market can't keep going down. Retrace, down, retrace, down, retrace, down, retrace. See a pattern is a monthly double top. So GU, monthly double top. So it's a pattern. It's a pattern, and so it's never true support resistance. Gotta identify price action. All price action. That's all it is. It's not support resistance. It's price action. So that's what you guys have to identify in a market. And you guys looking for stronger things for the market to reject. That's what you're looking for. You're not looking for. I hate this. Please don't be this. People say this low has been held. You know, this was the last low from 1998. Like, who gives a shit? The dealer doesn't care. That's what they want you to think. Yeah, this person thinks this low is going to be a hold since 1998. Yeah, we're going to give them that. And they're just going to break it. Like, don't think like that. Don't think like that. That's how they want you to think. Don't think like that. Don't care of the year. It doesn't matter. Don't think like that. It's price action. Yeah, 1996. Seriously. But have a higher understanding of the markets from a higher time frame. Entries are on a lower time frame, and you're holding because you see the higher time frame pattern. It's how you maximize your profits. It's how you maximize your profits. All right, guys. So that's all. We got nothing for London. No news, no nothing really occurring. Just governor speaking. So we'll come back See if we get anything during New York session. If not, we'll be back on tomorrow during London and see what's cooking up for Wednesday. We got CPI news for London. So there we go. We possibly got something's gonna cook for us tomorrow. No, we don't have to. You don't have to be in a rush to lose money today or make money today. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be in a rush. There's other trading days. Tomorrow we got some news. Oh, let's see. That could give us that volatility. So that money, CPI news is always something to look out for, like it did it for NZD USD. NZD USD. We had news at 6:45. CPI. We saw the reaction that we got. So we got pound news on Wednesday. Let's get some reaction. This was quarterly. This is yearly. So let's see what move we'll get for the pound until today or tomorrow. But as for right now, you guys enjoy your night, and I'll see you guys in the morning.